Hi, Gene here with today's thought, and today's thought is about the big news that we all know, which is that the day before I'm recording this, 2 days before you're seeing it, Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, or former Speaker of the House, is no longer Speaker of the House because a handful of Republicans worked with all of the Democrats to oust McCarthy. And, well, don't get me started on this whole subject. The problem they have now is they have to, we are where we are. The House is where the House is. And now they have to nominate and vote in a new speaker. And there was one of these Republicans, these rebel Republicans, I guess I'll call them, was on TV saying, well, no big deal. We'll nominate somebody next week, next Tuesday, and then we'll have a vote on Wednesday, and that we'll have a new speaker. I wouldn't be so sure of that because it took 15 ballots the last time, and I don't think the majority, these are 4% of the House Republicans ousted McCarthy. I don't think I'm not so sure the other 96% are just going to go quietly into that good night, and I could see McCarthy getting nominated again, even though he said he doesn't want the job anymore. I could, if he wins, then I think he would take it. And I would not be surprised. I think some representatives have already said that they will just renominate McCarthy. And I see the possibility, one way or the other, of multiple ballots again. It took 15 last time. And, I guess it's going to be an interesting next week, and maybe the week after that, the week after that, the week after that. Because remember, they have this continuing resolution, 45 days to get they did. I think they have 8 more bills. They pass 4 appropriation bills. They have 8 more to go, and they're running out of time because the House cannot conduct any business. Committees can meet, but other than that, they cannot have any votes. They cannot conduct any more business until they have a new speaker, which makes no sense to me. This is a dumb rule where they vote to vacate the House and then the seat is empty. Now they should change that rule that if a motion to vacate the House succeeds, the current speaker stays in office, continues to operate as before until a new speaker is selected, so that the House can continue its business. Why they don't have that rule, I don't know. Anyways, this is going to sound like a non sequitur, but bear with me. I visited Israel many years ago, and I visited one of the most beautiful things I saw was the Christian church of the Holy Sepulchre. It's supposed to contain the stone on which Jesus was laid after he was crucified, and what matters about that is that 6 different Christian sects control that church. It's not one sect, a Christian sect that controls the church. There are 6, and they're very jealous of their positions in the church. These priests they all have there's 6 different naves or something, or sections of the church, and they all have their own section. And if one strays into the other section, there have been fist fights, at least one that I read about. So I'll say there has been at least one fist fight in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. So the problem is that the church has to be locked every night, and who has the key to the church to lock the church? And the way they settled it, there's for hundreds of years, this same Muslim family has been holding the key and locking the church at night and unlocking it in the morning. There's a little window, these giant wood doors, entrance to the church, and then there's a little just like in the Wizard of Oz, a little square opening, and in that opening, the priest put up a ladder, and a Muslim from the family, somebody from the family comes, puts up a ladder, and is handed the keys, and then brings the key back in the morning. So the point I'm making, so this is not a non sequitur, is that to settle their difference, they got somebody from outside to hold the key because they couldn't agree. And that's what I'm talking about for the House now, because if you didn't know, under the Constitution, the House, the Constitution says that the House of Representatives shall select its Speaker, but it doesn't say select from among the members. They can select anybody they want. It doesn't. It's always been a representative so far, one of the representatives, but it doesn't have to be. And that's why I'm pretty sure that somebody is going to nominate, wait for it, well, you already know if you saw the title to this vlog, Donald Trump to be Speaker of the House. Now, whether he would get all the votes to win, I don't know, but I guess that would be one way to settle these differences so they don't argue all the time. Personally, I don't want to go off on a tangent and talk about my feelings, except that I would, if I were a congressman, as I said, I would renominate McCarthy, and I would hold out for him. But at the end of the day, you have to move forward. And if I were a congressman and somebody suggested Trump, then I might be inclined to vote for Trump. So, and then there's the question of whether Trump would take the job. He definitely should, because can you imagine Joe Biden having to deal with Donald Trump? That would be fantastic. I mean, and he would be a very strong leader of the very strong speaker, and he would push for, well, we all know Donald Trump, okay? We all know it, and he has a big bone to pick, obviously, with the Democratic administration that is persecuting him, and that could be. He could almost say with the House and say, if you want the House to cooperate, you have to drop all the federal charges against me. And, well, I'm just speculating now or fantasizing, but that's my thought for today. Thanks for stopping by. Interesting to hear your comments. If you could subscribe, that would be really great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. Would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.